welcome back.
Thank you.
So we're going from calling the podcast like Studio episode number 4, but it also is just, a regular conversation and podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't think we had a table last time.
No, that's true. That's true.
It's the one that we had at the roastery. I think it's such a massive and beautifully built table. And you easily can sit 4 persons per section. So 8 people for like tastings or just regular coffee, working, 2 computers.
You can sit on the,
of course,
end as well.
Yes.
And you're in a real chair. I'm in something weirder.
Yeah.
But it's this, as you say, is the table we've had at the roastery, and it's a great table to sit
it's
at.
So like maybe it's like a few centimeters too big, but still it's so nice to sit here.
Yeah.
It's super stable, it's comfy,
and
it's
you're
quite
in
warm.
The power seat as
this is one of the power seats. You're
Yeah.
like you have your back safe and you can see the bar and you can see outside and
we haven't really shown the outdoor,
No.
or we haven't shown like the camera view through the archway and everything.
No.
But
that'll be for later.
You'll get to see it.
Yeah. And now we have the kind of back room prep, maybe sample roast, maybe I don't know area. I think it's good to have. Now it's open, as you can see. We are filming through the glass walls. Also, the coffee plant is here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure if in that shot you can sort of see the coffee plant, but it's from a coffee cherry that you and I picked in Panama in 2013 or 14 or something like that. Yeah.
And funny enough, now there's 2 cherries on, so we can bring one each at home. We also have some details with the bar is slowly taking shape. And we can announce that we are getting a 2-group keys Van der Westen Leva machine installed next week.
Yeah.
That's going to be like quite cool.
Amazing. Yeah.
And also a way for us to actually start experimenting with coffee in another way. We're going to do V60s. We're going to have the keys, grinder, and then take it from there. And as you said this morning when we were here taking like kind of morning meeting, there's no real rush, but we are also very eager to get open the doors.
And we've already had a couple of visitors sort of pop by. Is there a way to see, what's happening? People more from the Stockholm coffee community sort of like biking by to see what's happening.
And I think it's nice to have people over at the roastery, but it's like an everyday production space now. Yeah. So even though we haven't opened up yet, it's always nice to welcome someone in and also welcome all the viewers through this podcast to, as we said from episode 1, like just follow along on this journey. And I think a lot of things has happened since the last 2 weeks or whatever it is.
And you mentioned the espresso machines. So when the Leva Keys van der Westen machine comes, you and I, we have like very much from the competition scene, we have our espresso recipe, we have a different recipe to brew espresso if it's for a milk beverage, and so on. But I think that we're going to do some videos where we're trying our various espresso recipes with the Leva machine.
Yeah, of course.
Because there's there's the pre-infusion, you let go. There's sort of less control, but more control. It's going to be a great thing.
And there's
to
also
experiment.
Something in between there is like it's a liveliness and it's you have control because you brew on scales. You know how much coffee you put in. You know the basket. You know everything, and water temperature and pressure is where it gets kind of like fun in a way. So we'll see. We'll start experimenting and. It will have a beautiful space in the bar. We try to keep it clean on the sides as much as we can, so we don't like have all these like napkins and things around. It's gonna be so much fun when it arrives. So, but everything is starting to shape up here. There is always like friends of ours that know how to do stuff like this for real, and they're like, you should do that and that. And yes, that would be super nice, but maybe just also like get this going because it's such a nice place.
It's such a nice
And
place.
the thing we can do as much as we like to do here, but these windows and the lights that are now reflecting in on this table is something that you can't pay for. It's like
Right.
you can't redo that, and it's very, very nice to have these like slightly darker areas to the more sunny ones, and outside now the plaza outside is like bathing in sun. So a few benches outside could be nice. And yeah, this is enough about the coffee studio.
Yes, yes.
So what's on the agenda?
Well, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the coffee that we're drinking. So what is the date today? The 26th, something like that. It's a few days before the 1st of September, which means it's the new competition subscription. And our huge announcement for this month's subscription coffee is that it's another Jamison Savage Finca Debra, or Jamison Savage coffee from Panama. And it's the carbonic macerated but washed process geisha, which is called Iridescence. We're very excited about this.
I think it's like the 4th year we have.
It's the 4th year. I actually went back and sort of checked.
Yeah.
And even before we had a subscription, when we were just sort of starting out 2021, like releasing amazing competition coffees, we did buy the Iridescence.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and sort of also sort of going back, Finca Debra, Jamison Savage coffees are some of the first coffees that I started sourcing back in 2015 for competitors all over Europe, mostly at that time. And so the relationship goes back a long time, and this is fantastic. And it is year after year one of my favorite coffees.
It's clean but yet unique.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of stuff going on, but still like just as we tend to like coffees now, washed with a lot of things going on.
Yeah. No, and it'll be
She's dreaming.
She's
we have a dog under the table.
Oscar's dog is having a dream, and she's yelping in her sleep. So this season we have released, I think it's 4 coffees by Jamison Savage, 2 of them from Finca Debra and the others from Savage Coffee. And there's a lot sort of in Iridescence, which reminds me of Echo, which is also sort of a carbonic macerated but cascara infused, then washed processed geisha. And as a tip, we were able to release like our 8 last boxes of both Vivid from Finca Debra and Echo from Finca Debra. So if depending on when you upload this file, maybe there will still be some left, but they are amazing coffees.
Yeah, it's only a few left now.
Yeah.
Amazing coffees. And why should you consider signing up to our competition subscription?
So, again, going back a few years, history-wise, I remember I had a very good friend who I would help source coffees for both the Barista Championship and also for the World Barista Championship. And he was asked, this is, 2017, 18, he was asked, what sort of companies are there out there in the world who specialize in competition-style coffees? And at the time, he recommended that this company contact me. Also, Cupping Room, when still Kapu was in charge or owned the Cupping Room in Hong Kong. So there were very few actors. Now, today, the world is a little bit different, but you and I have had our eye on the ball of like the most progressive producers with the most exciting coffees, and what type of coffees one should or could use for whether it's national competitions or the World Championship. And we are able to source such amazing coffees, roast them really, really well. And so I find that the best reason to subscribe to our competition coffee is to come along for the ride.
Yeah.
It's an amazing journey. People will get to taste the most exciting coffees in the world, but also develop relationships not only with you and I, but with these producers. And so every year we release 12 competition coffees in the subscription. we also do release another, very likely 12
Yeah.
or 20 or whatever competition coffees. But the subscription coffees have like, there's a little bit more sort of love and attention given to those premier sort of products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just go sign up.
It's also a great deal.
Yeah. So you get in some cases, maybe like 25% discount, but sometimes up to 50%. Because some of the coffees that we release there are way more expensive if you buy like a single box and you just sit back and subscribe. So just go sign up. We will release some more information during the day or tomorrow about Iridescence. It will also be available for those who just want a single purchase. And otherwise, we will roast, like all the orders come in at the 1st of September. But if you sign up today or tonight or tomorrow, we will just have that order on hold and we will roast everything, ship everything. And then from 1st of October, you're like in the loop. Yeah. So there's also, if you want an extra discount, you can sign up for and prepay for 6 or 12 months. So you get like a little bit extra. And also for some, I think, companies and stuff, it's only one invoice. So it could be a good thing to do. We see more and more people signing up, prepaying. Right. So they know what to expect.
And when it comes to Iridescence now, one will be able to buy that on the web shop as a single, but if you subscribe, it'll be a substantial sort of savings.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everyone needs to go and do that. Try it out for a few months. It's like a Netflix subscription or whatever. You can pause, you can cancel or skip months. Another cool thing is that if you are a subscriber logged into the site, you can browse around and add anything to your upcoming subscription to save on shipping, because then you only get one small shipping cost for multiple items, which is nice. And I'm
just gonna throw in some many of our subscribers or viewers, they know who we are and they've known what we've done and so on. But I'm just gonna, for those who don't know, sort of throw out that over the years we've sourced. So some of the coffees that are in this subscription, we have sourced for, and I'm trying to sort of like recollect, Finnish Barista Champion a couple of times, I think 2 or maybe even 3 different UK Barista Champions over the years, Czech Republic, Polish, went on to win the World Championship with coffee that we sourced and roasted, very much in collaboration, obviously, with the barista. Swedish, obviously, so both Brewers Cup champions, Barista champions,
Coffee and Good
Spirits champions. Yes. So really good coffee.
So if you haven't had a chance to try these competition style coffees, this is an excellent way of doing so. So we'll link everything. Just sign up and sit back. Yeah. And we will ship it in a few days.
But we have more coffee to talk about, right? Yeah. So recently we've released some amazing new coffees in the 250 gram and 1 kilo sort of package. And so during the sort of summer months, the Ethiopian harvest is usually in the winter time, and so then it takes however many months for the harvest to be processed and dried and shipped and so on. So during the summer and until now, it's like still considered fresh harvest for Ethiopians. So I'm trying to remember, I think this is our 5th Ethiopian coffee that we have released this year, and it's again a coffee from Guji by Ture, and this coffee is called Shoondhisa Natural. It's the same varieties, the Gibrina and the Serto that we have previously roasted by him. And we actually, you had come over here with the visitors, but Veronica brewed it, and then we had like guess the coffee, and it's the Shoondhisa is a bit more fruit forward. and more aromatic than, for example, the Shoondhisa Natural that we had previously. And it's super sweet. It's going to make like the best espresso ever.
Yeah.
Really, and filter. Yeah, it's really an amazing coffee.
So that released yesterday, and I think it was like two days before that, we released a new super cool coffee. So SL28 is the variety, usually grown in Kenya, together with SL34s. So this is a SL28 brought to Colombia, produced by an amazing producer, Maria. And it's a super unique coffee.
Yeah.
Like super unique.
Yeah.
Because when you try a lot of coffee or have the opportunity to try a lot of coffee, you have kind of the boxes of this is a Katura, it tastes like this, or this is a geisha, and this is a geisha from that country with this process. So you can kind of categorize stuff. But when you move varieties from different countries across the world, you brew it and then you put process on it, it just makes something unique and new.
Yeah.
Same with the RGB that we have. It's just something that it fits boxes that you haven't really opened yet. So that goes out in all specialty subscriptions.
Yeah.
Whether you have a 2, 3, or 4 jar subscription, you're getting the new SL28. So
and I was going to add, so this natural process SL28 by María Rodríguez from Colombia. She is married to Linarco, who last year we had 3 different coffees from. We did have an SL28, but it was washed.
Yes.
I think we also had a washed Pink Bourbon by him. But they obviously are working in tandem. And Maria's SL28 natural process is it's like the acidity is
and we
such
had it
high
like
quality. It's like crazy.
Yeah, we had it a few hours after roast.
Yeah.
And if you try natural coffees right after roast, it could be a lot of natural flavors. But this morning I came in, Veronica brewed it as I guessed the coffee for me. And I guessed on it, but then I kind of stumbled away from it because it was this, as I talk about, like the flavor profile is something that you're not used to. So I were correct in my guess, but then I kind of convinced myself to say something else. Because I got a lot of those like kind of cascara-ish cherry notes so I ended up like, is this Echo? Because it's the one that's cascara infused. And like the natural process of what I remembered it from last week, it kind of took a step back and the other amazing flavors that develop over the first couple of weeks really started to shine. And just to mention, a lot of people ask us when is the best time to brew your coffee.
Exactly.
And I would say, like, I think a lot of people drink our coffee too fresh because we kind of roast and ship everything almost instantly. And sometimes coffees needs to rest for like 2, 3, or 4, or 6 weeks. Like, just give it some time. The good thing with the jar is I can open up, go 15 grams, close it up, and then come back every 5 or 6 days maybe to really see how the coffee develops. If you're going to compete, usually with the lowering roast that we have, usually you end up with coffees that's like 18 or 19 days after roast, because that's what most baristas find the best. So give it around 3 weeks and then you're good to go.
Yeah. No, it's true. I was just going to talk about that, how you and I have been tasting these coffees, like 90 minutes after they're roasted and now 5 days later. But if you give it another 5 days or 15 days,
Or in my case, I found a box in my house, competition box with a coffee that was like 8 or 9 months, and it was just so nice. Of course, it gets a little bit toned down.
Yes.
But if you have these kind of high-grown, very high-quality coffees, the acidity is so strong that it maintains the flavors for a long time, I think. It doesn't get stale that quickly. So, try it out. And for those who freeze, of course, you can extend it even longer. So that's nice. Good.
Yeah.
I think that will wrap it up.
I think that wraps it up. A side note, this coming weekend, it's the Swedish Barista Championships. I think we have a tentative plan to go out and root
Hang
for
out.
all of our friends.
Yes.
Who are competing.
It's at Johan Nyström out in Länna.
Yes.
So you need to go
It's very
there.
far.
It's very far. but a beautiful space.
Your car broke down a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Will you have bought a new car before Friday?
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
We'll fix that.
Yes.
Johan Morén can come pick us up.
Oh, that's a good point.
Anyhow, please, we see a raise of viewers on YouTube. It's nice. More and more people finding the podcast, and I think if you look at it once, then maybe you're more eager to see a second episode, or it comes up in your flow. But as always, if you can hit the subscribe button and like and do some sharing, that helps a lot. You also find this episode on Instagram, but if you want the full spectrum, whatever it's called, go on YouTube. Nice. Let's clean the floors.
Yes.